this is an I-20 document, okay? And you need this document for your student's visa interview. And this is my passport, okay? And inside my passport, you're going to see my student's visa, okay? Before you get a student's visa, you have to get an I-20. So in this series, I want to educate you, or I want to tell you everything about the I-20, okay? Because if there is a mistake made on the I-20, it's going to affect your visa. So it could lead to denial. So in this series, I'm going to tell you everything about the I-20, the foundations of the I-20, what at all is the I-20, how can you get an I-20. I'm going to tell you everything so you understand. And the videos are going to be short, and it's 6 videos in total. So by the end, you should understand everything about this document, I-20, that will eventually lead you to get your visa approved. Okay, so provided you want to come to the US to study, right? You would first apply to a school. You get a school and apply to that school. And so after you apply, that school has to give you this document. So one thing you have to notice, schools give you the I-20 document. So it's only for students. That's why it's written here, F1. It's only for students. So when you apply to a school, after you get admission, they are going to send you this document, I-20 document. And schools that will give you an I-20 are the SEVP schools, Student and Asian Visitor Program schools. This SEVP is an initiative by the US government, specifically the Homeland Security, to monitor international students. Okay, so they give certifications. The US government gives certifications to some schools so that they can issue you an I-20. So make sure your school is SEVP certified, and don't worry too much because most schools are SEVP certified. Most schools you've heard of, most schools you're applying to are SEVP certified. Or if you want to be sure, you just type the name of your school and ask whether it is SEVP certified. They're going to tell you yes, it says. So when you apply to the school then has to send you an I-20. But before they send you an I-20, they will need something from you. Okay, so the I-20 is basically like a visa by the school to you. So when the school gives you an I-20, it means that the school has accepted that you can come to the US. Hooray. Okay, so the moment you get your I-20, the school has accepted. Who has to accept this? That is the US immigration. That is when they will give you a visa. Okay, so there's a passport inside. The one I showed you is a visa. Okay, so the moment the school gives you this, they have accepted that come to the US. You can come. So you've gotten, I call this the first visa you have to get because the school has accepted. Now you have to go for your raw visa interview, the one I always talk about, which is with the immigration. The I-20 is important because it lets the US government know that you are a genuine student. That is why it is only given by SEVP certified schools. And it contains your name, it contains the scholarships you got, it contains most details. Mostly the first page contains your date of birth and other things, your service ID. So without this, you cannot go for your student's visa interview. And it's in 3 forms, 1, 2, 3. So this is what I want you to know in this video. When you get to school, you get admitted, they're going to send you congratulations, you've been accepted to the class of 2030 or the class of 2026 or the class of this, class of that. Now when they finish that, you are not done with the school yet. They have to give you an I-20 before you are done with the school. Now before they give you an I-20, they will require you to submit them some documents. Okay, certain things. If you are done, they'll just give you an I-20, this document. And when you get this I-20, congratulations. The next thing is to apply for your US visa, and that is what we're going to talk about in the next video. We are going to talk about the documents you need in order to get your I-20. So this is everything about the I-20. It's not something very difficult. After you apply for a school, the school is going to send you an I-20. Okay, that is it. Thank you very much. And they'll send it to you through email or through mail. They'll mail it into your post office, or mostly of late after the COVID, they send it to you through your email. So they'll send it to you. But before they send it to you, you have to send to them certain documents. And we're going to talk about that in the next series. Thank you very much. And make sure to subscribe and like this video.